Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to continue helping you get started using 360 by showing you how to set up the application in the Application Settings folder. So if you will, if you've logged in, go ahead and come over to your top left here and select the Application Settings folder icon. And in this particular video, we're going to talk about creating preset job and quote requirements. So let's go ahead and select this item here. Okay, before getting too far into it, let's talk a little bit about what a requirement is. A requirement in a job or quote can be anything that's not labor or materials related. So it's any type of task that you want to schedule with this job that you want to make sure gets done. You can also have pre-assigned requirement types so that every time I do a specific job type, it automatically creates this requirement with it. There's a number of ways to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and create one of these. If you notice, I have a couple of these on here already. And what's nice about this is that I'm creating kind of a preset bank of requirements. So as it spills forward, when I create quotes and jobs, I don't have to go and recreate these requirements all the time. I can just click it, select it, and it shoots all that information into the job for me. So it just saves me some work. I'm going to create a requirement here. I'm going to call this test item 2, or site inspection is a common one. And I have the option of making it so that every time this is created, it automatically assigns a certain person. I'm going to leave that unassigned though, because I like to do it on a one-off and because different people might manage it. But let's say that you have a certain person in your office that always manages these types of things. You can auto create that assignment or that connection here. I'm going to say that this relates only to jobs, not to quotes, although you can have it be both. This can pre-assign a certain amount of time to get this done after it is assigned. You can leave this blank. You can schedule the number of days as a preset. The status types, I will explain. Standard is just what most people use, and it just creates the ability to create this requirement and to assign it and go through these steps. The additional one that you see here is approval, which what would happen is you'd create your requirement and it would request approval from a manager, administrator, specific person. Most of our customers use this standard. This kind of creates an additional layer of administration, but for larger companies, it can come in handy. As you continue going down, another preset will allow you to automatically create this requirement for certain job types when they are created. So it's an auto link. Again, if I clicked change order, I can have it that this requirement is created every time I create a change order in this system. I'm going to leave that blank, and I'm going to continue down to assigning a requirement to a target cost. Now, the most common for this is the one you see down here that I've got already set called the right to lien. In a lot of offices, they want to make sure that for job types of a certain value that the right to lien document goes out with it. So they've set up this reminder. Instead of having to create it with each job, they assign a dollar value so that anytime a job is created that is equal to or greater than $1,000, it automatically creates that requirement, in this case, the right to lien. So it creates a task in the system to make sure that the company executes the right to lien with this job. Okay, when I'm done with these things, I save them. And then I've added it to my list here. And again, as I go through now and create jobs and quotes, instead of having to add these items manually each time, I can just pre-select them from a list. And when we get into the section that talks about setting up quotes, you'll see we'll demonstrate where that is visible. Again, always remember to hit save. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you soon.